But telling these stories is about your enjoyment. It's about my enjoyment. It's about enjoyment for the viewer. And so we could spend 4 hours of movie explaining why and how Clark comes back. But is that what you want to see? No, right. I mean, if I had billions and billions and billions of dollars and I could make 6 movies a year, all based on Superman, then yeah, we can go through that. It'd be like Game of Thrones. Trilogy. Can I borrow some money?
This one's gone off as well.
Hello?
Hello? There we go.
Where's the money? Yeah, that's what my mother said. When I had a nice conversation, don't mention politics or money. So, yeah, we will work something out.
So let's talk Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill doesn't only have the Highlander role coming up, he's also got Enola Holmes 2 with Millie Bobby Brown, etc. He's just finished shooting The Witcher 2. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on telling you guys that Henry Cavill is still Superman and you guys need to chill. So if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the face behind the voice. Also check us out on twitch.tv/Warstu and also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, aka The Maverick. So, a lot of people on my social media have been saying things like, yo, Warstu, you are wrong. Henry Cavill isn't going to be Superman again on one of my most recent Instagram posts, in fact. But what I find funny and what I find interesting is Henry Cavill still contractually has one role left on the original contract. The original contract. That's before we get to whatever new contract he's signed. You guys honestly think Henry Cavill's done as Superman? No, not even once. This Highlander role is cool, but you guys understand they shoot movies, TV shows for 2 to 3 months a year, so he can fit The Witcher in, he can fit Highlander in, he could also fit another movie in, which essentially he's doing with Enola Holmes. So yeah, actors can fit in multiple roles. These TV shows, these movies don't always take as long as what some people feel and think they do. So just because he's got this huge Highlander role, which is awesome for Henry Cavill, if you're a Henry Cavill fan, you should support him in whichever roles he's got and whichever roles he's had. Like Man of Uncle was a really cool role for him. I really love that role. But at the same time, there is nonsense out there from a certain website saying that they are eyeing Henry Cavill up to be in Wonder Woman 3 with the Holy Trinity. Yeah, guys, that's absolute nonsense. Absolutely nonsense, which is interesting. It really is interesting. Then you got all these rumors that Henry Cavill is fighting to be He-Man. Henry Cavill is fighting to be Hercules and he's going to be in Thor Love and Thunder. Okay, well, they've been shooting for 2 months if he's going to be in Thor Love and Thunder, which is verified porno. If you actually see the images as I retweeted, he'd already be on set right now. So I do find this interesting. Henry Cavill has not officially said anything about not returning as Superman. In fact, he said the quite opposite. I will tag some clips on the start of this video. He keeps alliterating how much he wants to be Superman. Kal-El. Not this black Kal-El who they're randomly going to race up for no reason. If JJ wants to do a Superman reboot, cool, but it's Earth 2 Superman. It's not Earth 1 Superman, which makes absolutely no sense. So as we know, the Highlander reboot is going to be directed by the same person that did John Wick. And then obviously he's got the Enola Holmes sequel. And everyone's going, oh my God, it's over, it's over, it's over. The same reason people think the Snyderverse is over as well. I don't actually understand why people think the Snyderverse is over and why he's no longer Superman. I really don't get it. Because even insiders like Daniel Rickman is now proclaiming that Henry Cavill wants his version of Superman and he's more than happy and hopeful and generally enthusiastic should he return. But I don't understand why it takes some credible scoopers in order for people to believe it. He loves the role. Why wouldn't he want to return? Just because behind the scenes at Warner Bros has been very messy for a very long time does not mean he won't return. Just look at his popularity. The Witcher was #1 on Netflix in the best possible time ever when the world was normal. All these pandemic records don't really mean anything. When the world goes back to normal, that's what matters. So So Henry Cavill's got a huge following. Of course they want to do something with him. And it's definitely going to happen at some point. It really will. But what I find funny is the way that the Zack Snyder Justice League movie ended. With the evil Kryptonian taking over the nightmare scene. Will we see Justice League 2? Will we? It's not looking very likely for the public perception at the moment. But if what we are hearing behind the scenes, then still nothing has changed. Disney is not buying DC. The head dude at Discovery has literally said he's building relationships, breaking down doors, reconnecting, rekindling, reconciling with the actors, with the directors, with the talent. Now, what does that mean? He's smashing 20 billion into content. Yes, in theory, the CNBC report could be true in a few years, 5-6 years. They could potentially sell. Any company could potentially be sold. Sony's been sold for freaking years, yet they haven't even got that far. You're telling me that Disney's going to buy DC Comics before it buys Spider-Man and the hot rights to Hulk, so they actually own the rights officially and not just the merchandise rights? Yeah. I swear some people online don't think before they speak, and they're like, yeah, Ben Affleck's done, he's dusted. Well, no, he's not actually. Completely not. It turns out the people behind the scenes loved what he did with the additional photography on the Zack Snyder Justice League movie. Now, the thing is, there's a lot of controversy behind the scenes, but that's kind of all pushed behind the rug now because Warner Bros. Aren't in charge of their company. They never were, really. So this David dude's coming in. He wants to rekindle everything. The fact that Zack Snyder Justice League was set like its own franchise, just like Harry Potter was, tells you everything you need to know. So let me get it straight. Ben Affleck's returning for the Flash movie, just for the Flash movie. Okay. And let me get it straight, because fake super duper scoopers who have literally no credibility are saying things like, yeah, Affleck's gonna die, then he's not gonna die, then he is gonna die. No, they want it for more. Well, the truth is, Ben Affleck's always been on the table to do an HBO Max series. I don't get why people don't believe this. It's almost like you think that someone can snap their fingers. Yes, there's 100 million to do a TV show. Boosh, do it. That's not really how things work in Hollywood or in any form of business. Not when they're spending a lot of money. But money isn't going to be an issue now that Discovery are involved. And they're like, yeah, 20 billion for new content. So Ben Affleck is having talks, will be having talks. From what we understand, they are on the table. They are talking about the Ben Affleck series happening. And no, it's not going to be an Arkham Knight or inspired on Arkham Knight. Every version, well, Ben Affleck already is a variation of Arkham Knight in a way. Look at the BVS scene. BVS scene, warehouse, that was very Arkham Knight-esque. So the fake news out there saying that it's going to be a Batman. No, it's not going to be Batman Arkham. It's seriously not. And by backtracking and then saying, yeah, it's not actually going to be Batman Arkham. It's going to be inspired. Get the out of here. That is absolute nonsense. So from what we understand, and this is why I didn't really want to address the Ben Affleck situation, is because there's not really anything new to report other than they are having talks behind the scenes. There is a meeting going on to talk about it, but these things take time. It really does. And then people are like, yo, Warstu, what's going to happen at the DC Fan Day event this year? Is DC going to say a lot of stuff? Well, DC really isn't DC anymore as soon as the merger goes, but it's really a buyout, let's be honest. DC's not really DC. It will be dictated by Discovery when this new company forms. And essentially what will happen is they would dictate what content they want. The likes of Ann Sernoff, Warstu, Walter Hamada, Toby Emmerich, they're probably all out the door. And the Discovery executives will come in at some point. They'll probably get someone like Toby Emmerich or Walter Hamada or all these, Warner Bros. Execs to train them up, to teach them what they need to know before Discovery kicks them out the door. So guys, just chill. There's a reason why I haven't done Snyderverse content. It's because there isn't really anything that I can present new to you guys. But you guys keep saying Henry Cavill is done as Superman. No, he's not, because we already know when the next Superman project comes around, it's not going to be for at least 2 to 3 years anyway, because we need to get past the Flash movie, the Batman, Suicide Squad, Aquaman 2, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and Black Adam. So it would have to come out after all of them, even if it turns out to be TV series. So guys, chill out. Just because Henry Cavill is doing The Witcher, season 3 will probably start shooting whenever it does, Highlander, Enola Holmes 2, that does not really discontinue him from playing any role in the DCU or any role in Marvel, so to speak. And the same for Ben Affleck. Just because it's not come out officially yet does not mean it's not happening. I would not keep saying something's going on behind the scenes unless it would on Instagram and stuff, because you realize Instagram isn't really monetized, so there's no monetary point behind it. Other than getting a few likes and a few comments, do you really think I keep posting Batfleck stuff on my Instagram stories and posts just for Instagram engagement? No, that would be literally pointless for me. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the face behind the voice. Also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and also check us out on Twitter.tv/Warstu. And also make sure to become a member of the channel for less than 99p. Join the Warstu verse. That will be pretty cool. That's what I call the people that watch me and support us. So guys, let's wrap this video up. So yeah, Henry Cavill's still Superman. Ben Affleck will be coming back as long as negotiations go cool and he's not dying in the Flash movie, regards to what super duper fake website says that. So like always guys, please like, subscribe and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.